Hello children, welcome to online session. Today we are going to learn about the mountains. This is your second lesson of social science. The mountains living of the people. Okay children, do you remember first lesson about India? I told there are 6 physical divisions of India. In that 6 physical division, first physical division is called mountains. Okay, so the mountains living of the people we will see. So in the whole lesson we will discuss about these three topics. What are they? The northern mountains, mountain ranges, and places and people in the northern mountains. That is, which are the places are there, what kind of people will be living in northern mountains, everything we will discuss in the future slides. Okay, places means like Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, West Bengal and northeastern states. Do you remember children, in first lesson northeastern states, there are 7 states we will call 7 sister states. Okay, so these places and people in the North Mountains will be there. So we will discuss one by one now. First one, the Northern Mountains. Look at this picture children. So this is the north direction and from here to here this mountain range will be. It is called Northern Mountains. So it's about 2400 kilometer long with a varying width 240 to 320 kilometer. Okay, so they stretch from Jammu and Kashmir in the north to Arunachal Pradesh. So it's starting from here, from Jammu Kashmir to here up to Arunachal Pradesh. The stretch will be towards the north direction. Okay, the Himalayas are wider in Kashmir. So these Himalayas ranges will be wider at Kashmir and narrowed down towards the east direction. It's narrowed down. See here, it's towards the east direction. And here some hills are there. That is not hill station. I am telling hills. The Naga, the Garo and the Kashi are the hills. Okay, these hills are the parts of Himalayas. What is meant by Himalayan? It means the adobe of snow. What is meant by adobe of snow means these mountains are covered with the snow throughout the year. Not only a few months or few days. The whole year the snow will be covered. So it is called the abode of snow. The Himalayan means the abode of snow. And one more is a great wall. What is meant by great wall? The Himalayas act as a wall all along the northern border of India. They form an impenetrable barrier in the north. Hence, they are called Great Wall. Okay. There are few more peaks also there in Himalayas. We will see in next slide. Here, children, here some peaks also are there. See Mount Everest. Its height is 8,848 meters. Okay. So it is the above sea level. Mount Everest is very important. Everest with the height 8,848 meter. It is the highest peak in the world. Not only in India, in all over the world, Mount Everest is the highest peak. And some more another peaks they have given which is there in the Himalayas. What are they? Kanchenjunga, Nanda Devi, Dhaulagiri, Nanga Parbat, Makkalu and Annapurna. These are the very important peaks in the Himalayas. These Kanchenjunga and Nanda Devi fall in our country. Okay, in the south of these high range, there are some other lower ranges. There are thick forests on the slopes of these ranges. The valley are also covered with the forest. Okay, many rivers also flow through them. There are two ranges, Hindu Kush and Sulaiman. So both are lie in the Afghanistan and Pakistan. The range of Karakoram falls near the Ladakh plateau. And here, next K2. K2 is nothing but Mount Goodwin Aston. Okay, the highest peak of this range is called K2. This range lies beyond the Indus River and this is the second highest peak in the world. Already in previous slide I told Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world, first highest peak, and here second highest peak in the world, K2. Okay, and what is the height? See, it is 8,611 meters. Okay, it is very highest peak. Now children, we will learn about some famous persons. Who are they? See, people who climb on the high peaks. Okay, so many efforts have been made to climb on the high peaks of the Himalayas, especially the Mount Everest. Many persons tried hard, but they could not get success. But these three people got the success. Who are they? First one, Tenzing Norgay. He is Indian, and Edmund Hillary, he is a New Zealand guy who climbed the Mount Everest for the first time. For the first time in 1953, Edmund Hillary was climbed. He is a New Zealand guy and she is called Bachendri Pal. Bachendri Pal was the first Indian woman who successfully climbed on the top of Mount Everest in 1984. Okay children. Then in this slide we will learn about mountain ranges. To study the Himalayan region properly, we can divide the Himalayas into three regions. They run parallel to each other. First one is the Greater Himalayas or Himadri, the Lesser Himalayas or the Himachal, the Lower Himalayas are the Shivalik. So these are the short name Himadri, Himachal, Shivalik. Now we will discuss one by one mountain ranges. Here children, first one, the Greater Himalayas are Himadri. This is a picture of Himadri, the mountain ranges of Himalayas which go along the north border of the India. So this one is situated in northern border of India. Okay, so it is called Himadri or Greater Himalayas. All the highest peaks of the mountain is located in the north ranges. Okay, so these peaks always will be covered with snow. Permanently it's covered with snow. There is no vegetation. Vegetation means what? Vegetation means like agriculture, crop making. So they will not go with vegetation because more snow will be always throughout the year. Permanently it will covered with snow means how it is possible to do the vegetation? It's not possible. So there is no vegetation because of excessive cold here. And the Himalayas are the birthplace of many rivers in India. The Ganga and the Yamuna emerged from two well-known glaciers of the Himalayas, Gangotri and Yamunotri. And some few more rivers. Brahmaputra, the Satluj and the Hindus are the major rivers which originate from the Himalayas. In this slide, we will learn about the lesser Himalayas or Himachal. Look at this picture children. This is the picture of Himachal. Okay, to the south of Himadri ranges, it lies the lesser Himalayas. Okay, these ranges of the Himalayas are not as high as the Himadri ranges. Okay, here also so many beautiful valleys and hill stations are there. People from different parts of the country, they will visit during the summer season. Even we are also going during the summer season to Ooty or Kodaikanal, no? Like that. Different parts of country, so many people will visit here. And some few famous hill stations are there. Shimla, Darjeeling, Nainital, Dalhousie, Dharamshala and Mussoorie. Okay, this state, that is Himachal state, is called Apple State of India. Why they are calling? It is due to the abundance of apples in Himachal Pradesh. So it is known as apple state of India. Okay, here lot of forest also is there. So the region of Himalaya is covered with thick temperate forest. So many important trees also are there. Pine tree, deodar tree, fir tree, oak tree are the main trees which is found in the forest. And here some three important passes are there. What is meant by passes? A pass is a narrow passage over or through the mountains. Okay, these passes make this possible to travel from one region to another region. Okay, there are three important passes. Shipki La Pass, it is there in Himachal Pradesh. Nathula passes, it is there in the Sikkim, and Bomdila passes, it is there in the Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, some passes are either natural or man-made. And next one, the lower Himalayas are Shivalik. Okay, this is not the picture of Shivalik, children. Don't get confused. This is called dunes. Okay, so mostly Shivalik is the lowest range of Himalaya. So here also forests are there, and here more wild animals are there like elephant, wild yak, rhinoceros, snow leopard, tigers and deers. Different types of tribal people also living in the Shivalik range, and their main occupation is farming, terrace farming and cattle rearing. And one more important one, dunes. What does it mean by dunes? Look at this picture. There are valleys between the middle and the lower Himalaya. See, in between there are valleys in between the middle and lower Himalayas. It is called Dehradun. Okay, Dehradun. Sorry, it is called dune. Dehradun is the best example of dune. Okay, so this region, that is Shivalik region, gets heavy rainfall. This area is earthquake prone because of heavy soil erosion. Soil erosion has resulted in frequent landslide in this area, especially during the rainy season. Okay, then another point, the foot hills of the Shivalik are called Terai. So these regions receive heavy fall, I told, no. So the land here, it is used to farming. Crops also will be like wheat and sugar cane. And next one, Gorbet National Park. So the government has developed many national parks and wildlife sanctuaries in this region. Which region? Himalayan region. So the famous Gorbet National Park, it is there in the Uttarakhand state, and this park is very familiar. So a large variety of wildlife will be here. Children, next we will learn about some places and people living in the northern mountain regions. So in that, first state is Jammu and Kashmir. So we will call Jammu and Kashmir as heaven of earth. Heaven means what? Swarga. No, so heaven on earth is called Jammu Kashmir. Even the great Mohals also called heaven on earth, because it is so beautiful. Okay, in history, it's very important place, Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, recently they have separated from state list. It has joined in Union Territory list. Okay, Srinagar is the capital. First it was a capital as a Srinagar in summer season. Then Jammu is the capital in winter season. First it was there, not now. And main language they will spoken here Kashmiri language, Dogri, Ladakhi and Urdu. Okay, here some places I have mentioned. See, Shalimar Garden. It's very beautiful garden were built by Mughal Emperor Jahangir. And Wula Lake, Dal Lake. See how beautiful lake it is. So Dal and Wula lake are very famous in the Jammu Kashmir, and it is called shikaras. So the beauty of houseboat. Okay, and shikara is a prominent feature of tourism. Okay, actually Jammu Kashmir is a very coolest place in summer and in very cold in winter. Yeah, children, this is called kangri. So the Kashmiri people will use this kangri. It is a very small pot with burning coal. They will keep always with them because they want warm, no? So because of the warm, they want to keep always this kangri with them. Mostly in the Jammu Kashmir, men and women, they will wear a woolen garment. It is called a pairan. Okay, so men and women generally they will wear pairan. It is a woolen garment. With pairan they will use the salwar. Okay, then main festival which is celebrated here, Eid and Shivratri. And one more important one, special tea is there here. It is called kawa. Okay, kawa is a special type of tea in the Jammu Kashmir. During the summer season, most of the people work in the field. They grow rice, maize, rajma, vegetables, fruits and saffron. During the winter season, they will stay at home. They will do some handicraft work. Okay, so it is made from wood and paper machine. Some weave silk and woolen cloth. The carpet of shawl of Kashmir is very famous. And this is Ladakh. So recently they have announced Ladakh is a union territory. A lot of tourists visit to this place. Some places of tourist attraction are Srinagar, Pahalgam, Gulmarg, the temple, Vaishnavi temple and Amarnath cave also is there in the Jammu Kashmir. And people in Ladakh, they will rear yak and Pashmina sheep. Okay, they will follow Buddhism religion. They will talk Ladakhi language. Children, now we will discuss about Himachal Pradesh. Next state is Himachal Pradesh. So Shimla is the capital of the state. So this Himachal Pradesh is situated in the heart of the western Himalayas. Usually it will defined as Devbhumi. Devbhumi is nothing but abode of God and goddesses. So it is called Devbhumi. And one more special name is there for the state. It is called Fruit Bowl of India because the people grow rice, barley, maize and fruits. Fruits vegetation will be more here. So it is called Fruit Bowl of India. Okay, some hill stations are there in the Himachal Pradesh. It is Kullu, Manali, Dalhousie and Shimla. Okay, this is very famous for handicraft, carpet, shawls, metalware, woodwork and painting. Okay, Dharamshala painting is very famous and Kullu shawls also very famous. Children, now we will learn about Uttarakhand state. Okay, Dehradun is the capital city of Uttarakhand and here some hill stations and pilgrim places are there. What are the hill stations situated here? Mussoorie, Nainital, Almand and pilgrim places. How we will tell Kashi, Rameshwaram are pilgrim places like that. In the Himalayan ranges also lot of pilgrim places are there. What are they? Haridwar, Badrinath, Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath and Raniket. Okay, people living in Uttarakhand, they are rearing the animals to get the milk, meat and wool from them. And the people grow rice, maize, vegetables. Okay, and one more important point here, most of the people will join in the Indian Army. A major part of the population of this region joins in the Indian Army. Children, now we will learn about Sikkim and West Bengal. Sikkim is a very small and very beautiful state also. Okay, it has very high mountain ranges such as called Kanchenjunga. See here, this is the picture of Kanchenjunga. It gets a lot of rainfall during the monsoons. And here people of Sikkim is there, and this is people of West Bengal. Okay, Gangtok is the capital city of Sikkim, and Kolkata is the capital city of West Bengal. Okay, one more beautiful hill station is there in West Bengal, Darjeeling. Darjeeling is a very beautiful hill station is located here. The high quality tea also grown here. It's very popular all over the world. Okay, in Sikkim and West Bengal, lot of animals are there like red panda, Himalayan black bear are found here. Many people depend on the agriculture to make their living. Okay, they grow oranges, apples, tea, rice and orchids. Then northeast states. There are 7 states which is called 7 sister states. So these states are called northeastern states are 7 sister states. Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Assam, Nagaland and Tripura. Okay, so one by one state we will discuss now. First state, Arunachal Pradesh. So this is very largest state in northeast direction. Okay, don't get confused. India's largest state is called Uttar Pradesh or Rajasthan, but in northeast direction, the 7 sisters states is there. No, in that first largest state is Arunachal Pradesh, and Itanagar is the capital city of Arunachal Pradesh. Most of the people will live in stilt house. See, this is the stilt house image. So it will built under the water, above the water. People live in stilt house, and this Brahmaputra river enters through the state. Second northeastern state is called Manipur. Look at this very beautiful dance. It is Manipur dance. Okay, Manipur is a small state with hills, valleys and lake. What is the main occupation here? Farming and weaving. They also make beautiful articles from bamboo, can and leather. Okay, this is the Manipuri dress. How beautiful dress is there, see. Manipuri dance also very popular. It is a classical dance of India. What is the capital city of Manipur? Impal. Impal is the capital city of Manipur. Now, third state. What is that? Meghalaya. The tribal people live here are from Garo, Gashi and Janita tribes. Okay, here so many tribal people will be living. They are called Garo, Gashi and Janita tribes. Okay, they grow rice, jute, potatoes, sugar cane, pineapples and oranges. Okay, Shillong is the capital city of Meghalaya, and it is very famous hill station also. Children, now we will learn about Mizoram state. Okay, Mizoram lies in the eastern corner of India. Okay, so the main population consists of tribal people who follow Christianity. Okay, so most of the language they will talk as English and Mizo. The English and Mizo are the main language spoken by them, and they are following Christianity religion. Bamboo dance is very familiar in Mizoram. People here follow shifting cultivation to grow rice and orange. Handloom cloth and bamboo, wood and can articles are made in nearly every house. Aizawl is the capital city of Mizoram. Then Nagaland. Okay, the capital of Nagaland is Kohima. Rice, maize, millets and oranges are grown here. The Nagas. Whose Nagas? The people living in Nagaland. The people living in Karnataka we are calling Kannadigas, no? So like that, Nagaland people are called Nagas. So these Nagas will wear shawl of different designs. See, these are different designs. So always they will wear shawls for with different designs. Children, now next state is Assam. Okay, river Brahmaputra has made Assam very fertile. So because of the fertile, rice and jutes are the main crops here. Okay, tea also is there. Tea is grown on the lower slopes of the hill, which is the capital city of Assam, Dispur. Okay, in the whole Assam state, Guwahati is the largest city and the people of the state will speak Assami. Okay, and here very important festival, it is called the Bihu festival. Okay, children, do you remember Makara Sankranti festival during January month? We are celebrating in Karnataka as Makara Sankranti, in Telangana also Sankranti, in Tamil Nadu they will say Pongal. Like that same festival, it is called Bihu festival which is celebrated in Assam. Okay, they will celebrate Bihu in Assam. It's very famous festival. Next, Tripura. Okay, Tripura is the last state under the seven sisters of India. So this Tripura is surrounded by Bangladesh from three sides. Okay, and rice, jute are the main crops of Tripura. Agartala is the capital city of Tripura. Bamboo is also grown here. This bamboo is used to make handicraft items. Children, now we will learn about the importance of Himalayan mountain ranges. In previous slides, we have discussed about Himalayan ranges, which are the animals are there, what kind of crops they are making to grow, which are the states are there, important hill stations, everything we have learned. Now, what is the importance of Himalayan mountain ranges? First one, the Himalayas form a wall along the northern border of country. They protect us from the invasions of the foreign country. So these Himalayas will form like a wall. So this wall is situated in northern border of the country. So it is protecting us from the invasions of the foreign country. What is meant by invasions? It's like attack. Okay. So the Himalayas cause heavy rainfall in the northern plains. They prevent rain-bearing clouds coming from the sea within the Indian boundaries. And next point, the forests provide timber. What is meant by timber? It is a large piece of wood which is used to build a building. So the forests provide timber and herb. Herbs is herbal. So this forest provide timber and herbs. They are natural home for different kinds of birds and wild animals. And in Himalayas, so many parks are there, resorts are there, sanctuaries are there. They have been developed in the Himalayan region. They attract the tourists from all over the world. And the pastures situated in the Himalayas region are the great help for the cattle rearing. So we get the wool, milk, meat and skin from them. Children, this is the importance of Himalayan mountain ranges. Now we come to the end of the session. I hope you understood this lesson. Please go through this lesson. Take your textbook one by one line. Please learn it. Twice or thrice you watch this PPT again. You will come to understand. Okay children, we will meet in next session. Thank you so much.